UFC hot takes, but they get hotter. Let's see what BJ Penn's mind has to say. GSP can't be considered the GOAT or even top five after getting KO'd by Matt Serra and losses to BJ Penn and Johnny Hendricks. I would expect this from BJ Penn's mind. But the thing is about GSP, yes, he lost twice, but he did avenge those losses. And no, he did not lose to BJ Penn or Johnny Hendricks. If Khalil Roundtree didn't go to Thailand and actually focused on his wrestling, he would be undefeated and the champion. Does BJ Penn really think that that's Khalil Roundtree there? Because I mean, I don't even want to say what I'm thinking, but you know what? You know what? You tried. You tried. If TJ Dillashaw didn't get injured, he would have KO'd Aljo and would still be the champion. Beats DJ at 125 and 135. The new mythical fighter EPO TJ Dillashaw KO'd in 30 seconds. I do actually think he would have beaten Aljamain without the injury, though. To be honest. Charles is extremely overrated by his fans, and he has never beaten a single wrestler he has faced. And he quits inside the cage when he feels like a fighter is better than him. I think that whole quitter narrative is long gone by now. Yes, it used to be a whole thing that Charles would give up on himself. Now, no, this guy will not give up on himself. That's why, like, even after all the damage he's taken, he's still going to march forward every single fight. Volk was always a paper champion against every power puncher he fought. He's been KO'd cold. He's been extremely overrated because he beat guys like Chan Sung Jung. Yeah, another BJ Penn take. BJ, you got to get yourself checked out, man. Yeah, you beat Max Holloway 3 times because you're a paper champion. Also, I would argue that the Korean Zombie was a power puncher. That's how he made it as far as he did. Demetrius Johnson is not a GOAT. If I asked a Demetrius Johnson fan to name 3 title defenses he had, they couldn't. He was also KO'd by one championship fighter. Okay, there's a bit to unpack here. So how about Joseph Benavidez, Henry Cejudo, Wilson Hayes, Tim Elliott, Higuchi Horiguchi? Do I need to keep going? And also, like he also beat that one championship fighter twice. He avenged that loss. Ian Gary's the most well-rounded fighter in the UFC of all time. He beats any active middleweight and welterweight, man. Yeah, he beats Hamzat, sure. We'll run with that narrative. But Ian is actually pretty well-rounded. I don't think he gets enough credit for it. Mobstar's pound for pound number one fighter in the UFC right now, man. Don't tell Dana White that. And he'll be in the room with John Jones coming out with that kid, and he'll be so angry. Usman Nurmagomedov is the greatest lightweight of all time and will beat Ilya and Charles and Armin with ease. Yeah, totally. Yeah, sure. Because Bellator and PFL fighters have been doing so well in the UFC recently. Khabib Nurmagomedov is the best UFC fighter of all time and beats anybody in 155 to 185, prime for prime. I actually do not hate this take. Out of all the takes he's had, this has probably been one of his best ones. So you know what? I'll let you have it, my guy.